All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Also, I'm going to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who's teaching this truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered four corners of the earth, which you so-called Negroes, Latino, Hispanics, Native American Indians, the true Israelites that's coming out the elect nation of Israel that the Lord is dealing with, okay? Brother Wanathan, from GMS Detroit. And this is just, laying back off a lesson that was done, through our weekly, things that's going through the spirit. And one was you shouldn't preach. We should not preach about JT, Jacob's trouble. And when I heard it and I saw that another Israelite came talking about it, I'm like, wait, what? And I actually had to get into, really into it. It's just, you shouldn't fix your mouth to say something like that. Like, that's one of the, and when the prophets get back on the scene, that's, in the last days, that's the main thing we should be warning our people about. Because, we got a few prophecies to go. And this is going to be a time that's going to be unlike never before. And we give people the warning, and then, like I said, we're going to be blamed for it because we didn't warn. Okay? Let me grab this one. We start Amos. This is Amos 8 and 11, and it says, "Behold, the day is come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but the hearing of the words of the Lord." So, right, us over here in GMS, we're letting you know there's going to be a time like never before. The time of Jacob's trouble. That's one of the key things besides the MOTB to look for. Because it's going to be a time that's going to be never before where people is going to actually seek the prophets. And what the prophets are supposed to do, they prophesy the destruction, the downfall of this place, which JT is a showing of that in the gospel and the good news. That's why the scriptures say, eat the whole roll. All right? Grab this one. Ezekiel 3 and 17. All right, this is 3 and 17. Ezekiel 3 verse 17, it says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them a warning from me." All right, so what is a prophet supposed to do? He's supposed to watch, see the prophecy come to pass, let the people know, to speak and prophesy before the things happen. All right, 18, it says, "When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not a warning, and not speak the warning, the wicked from their wicked ways, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." So we're giving the warning to let you know. Now, we don't, like I said, if we let you know, we're getting the blood off our hands. We at least let you know. All right. If he does turn away, hey, he's good. If he don't, then the Lord's gonna require of him. Which means he's going to have to, go through some judgment or probably be put to death. But regardless that we warned him and did our job, we're good. But you got these other prophets saying not to. That's madness. That just shows that they don't go through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? Here at Great Millstone, we are faith-based, and we like to take the examples of Yahweh Shai. All right? So let's get that Revelations 19. It reads, this is 19 and 10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So, to worship the Son, to, please the Heavenly Father, we got to do the works, man. We got to have that faith, do the will, prophesy, be out on those highways and byways, not to be like everybody else in this world. What does Romans, the 12th chapter say? Let's wrap that real quick. That's why the Lord has made us a holy people, to be separate. When they look at us, we get mocked and laughed at, even through other Israelite groups. This is Romans 12 and 2, and it says, be not conformed to this world, but ye be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may be proved what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. All right, and that's showing if you follow these instructions, you're good, man. These are, even though we're not gonna do the law perfectly, but putting your best effort and best foot forward. The Lord knows everything. There's no hiding, okay? But again, not trying to steer off, Jacob's trouble is a big thing to actually talk about, man. That's the thing that you gotta, really expound upon, because that's gonna be a future prophecy that's gonna be like no other. Because when you look at Babylon, the great spiritual Babylon, or America, however you want to say it, is going to be a time where a lot of people don't think nothing's going to happen. They think this place is going to reign forever. No, there's a time and a season for every kingdom. Okay, and all this is a commerce country where you see a lot of import, export, a lot of jobs, but it's going to be a time where, because the mindset of these people think that America can't be touched, America's just going to flourish forever. Okay, so let me grab this one, Isaiah 19 and 15. And it reads, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So regardless, if you a high-end paying job, low-end, there's not going to be any work. That's not going to be any people in the grocery stores, no police, so on and so forth. And with those two things, just as an example, like I said, police works for checks too. They don't like to work for free, patrolling for free. They working for a check just like everybody else. Nobody in the markets, and everybody, like I said, you don't got nobody, no clerks, nobody working in these grocery stores. And you know how people are, that they have a microwave mentality and they just want their food right then and there. They always got this expression where people get hangry, where they get mad and upset when they don't have food. And over here at GMS, that's why we exercise and practice fasting for these times to go. Like, our elders and apostles can fast like it's nothing, And I used to work in the food industry, and I noticed, especially these Jake women, bro, it's like, first off, I know y'all don't cook, and y'all can't wait, and y'all have no patience. This is the mentality of these people. These people are weak out here. All right? And like I said, with these other prophets, don't be preaching out Jacob's trouble. That just goes to show that you just like these Christians, man. I'm just gonna go right to the point. Actually, we'll start at 9. This is Isaiah 30 and 9. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord. It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not, unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And you see that a lot in these churches. They want to, like you said, don't prophesy the right things. You know, sometimes when you do the right thing or want to hear the truth, it's not always going to feel good. You know, that warning is not going to feel like, but they say prophesies to us lying deceits. Oh, this place is going to rain for another 1,000 years. Oh, there's not going to be Jacob's trouble. Oh, the lake of fire ain't going to be in America. So on and so forth. But, you know, those things don't add up. And that's why, like I said, you have to have the elder apostles. I think Elder Apostle Gabar would say that's why you have to have discernment. You know, when you actually filter these prophets, you know, you have false ones. Some will, the things that they say won't link up to what the scriptures say. Now, when the scriptures are correct, when you see a prophet prophesying prophecies that line up to the scriptures, that shows that they're correct. So let me grab one of my favorite ones when it talks about the true prophets. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. I'm surprised I don't got that highlighted. It reads, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been amongst them. So let's break that down. And it says, and when this cometh to pass, which prophecies that the Lord say, and put in parentheses, lo, it will come to pass. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been amongst you. So when you see this prophet prophesying things that's coming out the scriptures before they happen and it comes to pass, it's like, oh, that he must be a prophet. Okay? And the Lord uses his prophets to warn the people. Not everybody's going to get this. Not everybody's a prophet. Okay? And then, like I said, with the Jacob's trouble, you can see the carnal mentality of these people. Right? And please, let me see if I got it. Because you see things as, you know, going crazy as it is now. Yep. From how people are turning up, you know, even, what's his name? He's from Detroit, HaHa Davis, saying that he got into it with domestic violence and all that. Now, I don't know, when I was watching the some interview, and I'm not sure, I'm not saying this is true, not trying to bear false witness, you know, but it was just getting into, you know, there was some lewdness that he was dealing with another woman and stuff, things to that nature. Then they got into a physical altercation where he got locked up in Utica, I believe. Now, when JT goes off and starts popping in full effect, you can't be able to call the cops. You can't. You really free balling out here. You free game. Okay. So I want to grab this is 2 Measures 5 and 10, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. I'll start all over. And it says, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied in the earth. Now, when you look up that word incontinency, just look at the biblical definition, because you're going to get a lot of bodily fluid definitions. But it's basically a sort of lack of self-control. Like, you're going to see these dudes out here that's going to be fiending and want to get some box, you know, going against the next brother, or an extreme sense of self-control. Okay? And these are going to be dire times where you got to look out, make sure you stay out the way, be pilgrims, always on the go. Like what's that one movie with Will Smith? Is I Am Legend, where he had to get up, go hunt, do his thing, then he had to move, hide, put water on his doorstep just to hide his scent. Now it's not gonna be exactly like that and to that degree, but we gonna be in these times where we're gonna have to, move. All right. I forgot the word where we were going to be like a sojourner, basically sojourning pilgrims. Don't have a real set place to settle. All right. So that's a real message that I'm pretty sure that I would love to hear in the future, or our near future to come. Okay. But nevertheless, hope this video was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Again, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, teaching truth and sincerity, and also who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I want to close out, say shalom.